Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, we all know why you click on this video, so I'm not gonna waste time explaining what this video is about. Yeah, it's about to go down and some of you are gonna be mad. I'm just gonna be putting the 7 major idols in this list, from the Squid Sisters, Off the Hook, and Deep Cut. Disclaimer before we begin, this is just my opinion, you don't have to agree, click away if you don't want to hear it lol. Disclaimer 2, Splatoon story mode and Octo expansion spoilers ahead. Have fun watching. Number 7. Frye. Okay, so I can already hear the Frye headstands screaming across the globe, but I gotta say, I'm just not a fan of hers. Nintendo really took the Pearl forehead meme to the next level, and yeah. Well, to put it simply, I just don't relate with most aspects of her character as much as the other Deep Cut members. I think her voice in Deep Cut songs is quite nasal, and I prefer Shiver's vocal technique and Big Man's occasional harmonies with the group, and his low-range lines. Deep Cut's participation in the Splatoon 3 story mode brought out new sides to their characters, and Frye didn't really leave a big impression on me with her lines and actions in the lore. I know that she was the second boss fight out of the 6 in total. Nonetheless, Frye's boss fight was the least memorable and the easiest out of the after alternate boss fights. Her outfit is also not as cool as Shiver's in my opinion. And is it just me or did they make her ears like excessively pointy? I don't know if that worked out too well in her overall design. She's still a decent character and I don't dislike her. Number 6. Pearl. It was hard to decide between number 6 and 5 on this list, but in the end I had to place Pearl in this spot, and here's why. In general, Pearl's lines in Splatoon 2, mostly in the Incopolis news segments, did make her a tad annoying or somewhat all over the place, which isn't really my favorite trait in characters. Her outfit also made her look a bit childish, which doesn't really contradict the first point I mentioned. Kind of makes her look like a screaming toddler pretty much. She does have a character development moment in the Octo expansion, in the interaction with Agent 8, and the text messages in Marina's chat room, showing a more caring side to her personality, as she finds out that her bandmate Marina is truly an Octoling. She shows full support and I think it's quite wholesome. In Off the Hook songs, her role is mostly a rapper, which means that she doesn't get too many lines in most of their songs unless they're large rap verses. And when she does get lines, a lot of times they are small sentences or words that the producers placed in the middle of Marina's singing lines, and it makes them seem a bit out of place at times. On top of that, in songs like Shark Bites, Acid Hues, and even Tentacle to the Metal from Splatoon 3, her voice is quite whiny, and it can make the song a bit unpleasant to listen to. Pearl has a larger spotlight in songs like Fly Off to Fly and Into the Lights. I did like her participation in those songs. Number 5. Marie. I feel quite neutral about Marie in general. The characters that I placed above her I like quite a lot, so she would have to go into this spot by default. Marie has a very laid-back and sassy personality. Overall, it makes her a likable character to most people. Her design, in my opinion, does not have as much impact as Callie's. Marie's gray in color makes her look considerably older than her Squid Sister counterparts, and even more so paired with her personality. She also sort of has droopy eyes that make her look somewhat sad, which is strange to me. Her lines in the Incopolis news segments and in the Splatoon 2 and 3 story modes are quite entertaining though. She has a very matter-of-fact, yet sarcastic way of speaking that makes it easy to find her amusing. Marie's elder sister-like care for Callie also made me like her character more. As we progress through Splatoon 2's story mode, we learn a lot about their relationship, and she grows on you really, more than in Splatoon 1. I do have to say that I'm a big fan of slow sad songs, and Tide Goes Out definitely wins over Callie's solo song. Marie's voice sounds exceptionally good in this song, as it is not mixed in too much with the instrumentals and Callie's voice, as is most often the case with Squid Sister songs. Number 4. Big Man. I think some of you might be really surprised by the fact that I placed Big Man in the middle, but I do have my reasons. He is by far the most unique idol in the entire series. Of course, he's a manta ray. He looks awesome. He speaks every so often in the Anarchy Splatcast segments, but not as much as the other Deep Cut members, even in the story mode. He does have some funny moments in the storyline, for example giving the hero headphones to Agent 3 when they head off to space, and the fact that the air horn meme plays when he makes an entrance is hilarious. He also has a really funny looking face. He never has a sad face and it's kinda cute. He's very goofy and silly and it makes Big Man a great idol overall. However, he still doesn't get the spotlight as much as he deserves. I think Nintendo was not expecting the sheer amount of die-hard fans Big Man attracted, and they must have planned to shove him more into the background of the image of the group, simply as a producer. Despite being credited as a producer for Deep Cut songs, he still doesn't have many lines in them. He has either very small parts in their songs with simple onomatopoeic sounds like in Now or Never or Anarchy Rainbow, or he ends up harmonizing with Frye and Shiver in the chorus, making his voice somewhat muffled. I think Nintendo missed out by not giving Big Man proper parts in deep cut songs and more screen time in the storyline. Big Man's naturally lower voice register would add a lot more variety to the deep cut songs that are produced. He would probably be higher on this list if he was more in the spotlight. Number 3. Callie. I really like Callie. I instantly preferred her over Marie when Splatoon 1 came out. Her bubbly and carefree personality just makes you laugh easily. Callie has some truly funny lines in the story modes for Splatoon 1 and 3, and in the Inkopolis news segments. Her pink and black color scheme works well, and she has the best hairstyle out of all the Splatoon idols. Her smile is also so goofy it's kind of funny. Her outfit makes her look more fresh and trendy than Marie, and in my opinion her voice adds more to the Squid Sister songs compared to Marie. Callie often sings in a higher pitch and tends to vary her singing style more, while Marie often stays around the same pitch unless she's doing a very high or low note. Callie's high energy personality reflects in their songs. She tends to be louder than her Squid Sister counterpart. Her solo song is also a fun listen. Number 2. Marina. When Off the Hook was announced, I was immediately drawn to Marina and her style. While being the more reserved from the two Off the Hook members, she has a similar personality to Marie, being somewhat sarcastic, however sweeter and more joyful than her. She's been seen to seriously destroy Pearl in some Inkopolis news segments, which is hilarious to me, like serious burn. The fact that Marina created all the shifty stations for Splatoon 2 Splatfest shows how smart and resourceful she is. In the Octo expansion chat logs, Off the Hook goes in depth about how Marina was an elite Octoling trooper, skipping multiple grades in her schooling, and how she was seen to go AWOL when she came into close contact with the melody of the Calamari Inkantation, as shown in Splatoon 2 Sunken Scrolls. She clearly didn't have an easy childhood, and it kinda makes you feel bad for her. Marina's outfit, consisting of a sleeveless, unzipped black top and very fashionable black shorts, make her look more interesting than her bandmate Pearl. She drastically changed her outfit in Splatoon 3 with a complete 180, now wearing an orange suit. Looking forward to seeing her and Pearl in game, as they haven't showed up in the story mode of Splatoon 3 yet. From Splatoon 2, Marina's voice added the most flavor to their songs compared to other idols in their own songs. She is clearly a good vocalist, holding her notes and going both really high and low in pitch. Her voice was very distinct from Pearl, Callie, and Marie's voices, probably to highlight the fact that she was an Octoling. She was also credited as being Off the Hook's producer, and her songs are always a bop. Number 1. Well, now you can guess what idol is number 1 in this list. Shiver. You really can't get better than Shiver when it comes to Splatoon idols for now. She is probably the most relatable idol in the entire series for me. Paired with wild expressions, a hip look, a fantastic hairstyle, and a Stan Twitter-worthy personality, Shiver sits at the top of this ranking for me. Her outfit matches the most compared to all other Splatoon idols. Shiver's interactions with Agent 3 and with Deep Cut in the story mode and Anarchy Splatcast segments make her a comedic genius. There isn't really a moment where she just isn't funny. Her boss fight with Master Mega really brings out her flamboyant yet sarcastic way of being. When she taps Master Mega near the end of the boss fight to get him going, it was hilarious. While Deep Cut doesn't have an official leader, Shiver is definitely cut out to be one. Not to mention, Shiver seems to have the best vocal ability from all Splatoon idols. In an official Splatoon 3 interview, it is said that her VA is a trained enka singer, a singing style from Japan that adopts a more traditional musical style in its vocalism. In Deep Cut songs, Shiver takes the most vocally demanding parts, namely in the track Spins in the Air and Now or Never. In the Calamari Inkantation 3 mix, Shiver sings a really long high note that, according to my comment section, seems to have blown them away, myself included. Her voice also seems to be the easiest to harmonize with. I look forward to future Splatoon 3 updates to see what else Shiver brings to the game's entertainment. Too long didn't listen, we love girl bosses. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and feel free to comment who your favorite Splatoon idol is and why. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.